Now you can see me? Yes. So, the first lesson on freedom, happiness, and wisdom. The natural state is a meditative state. You can talk to Sam later, Stephen and David and Jerry. So, natural state is a meditative state. Can I summarize the entire journey of meditation by two examples? Always remember these two examples. You see that the development of any product. Take an example of the transportation. From where we started? We started with the horse, then bullock cart, then bicycle, then motorbike, then car, then what happened? Then plane, satellite. Pay attention to, always remember this principle. The Lara has been taking a note, so it's good to take the notes. I have already explained. And in the audio, you will find all the details about the new session. So did you understand that first part? The development of a product takes place from the horse to bullock cart to bicycle to motorbike, ultimately to the car, and to ultimately to the satellite. That is the journey of our physical evolution. This human frame, which has the 5 sense organs, that makes us the most powerful being, with the intellect, with the thinker in it. It's a human frame. You know, the outer frame. The outer frame of a horse, outer frame of a car, outer frame of a satellite, you see, they have undergone the change to bring the quality. Physical evolution of a human frame is the last one. You cannot expect to have another frame of a living being, because you cannot have 6 sense organs. There is no. Do you see that? That is the first point. Always remember this. So it means as a human being, we are lucky. We can evolve. We can enter into permanent peace and happiness, love and wisdom. Clear? Second point. Take an example of a supercomputer. I've seen the beautiful living room of David and Jerry. So supercomputer is like almost Daniel and Sergey knows. It takes you thousands of square feet of space. Supercomputer. Pay attention. Supercomputer. From the supercomputer, we got workstation. But having the same function. See that having the same function. From the workstation to desktop computer. Having the same function. Do you see that? What the supercomputer can do, even the desktop can do. Then to laptop. Then to tablets. And now to the smartphone. Yes, Daniel, now to the smartphone. You got it. If we understand this, it means that supercomputer, that existence, what is that existence? Absolute existence, consciousness, bliss, is also in this miniature human frame. That is our true nature. Did you understand that point clearly? So the entire journey of meditation is nothing but we are given the human frame. We are human beings. We can only reach to that. We can discover that Satchidananda, our true nature inside. So there is an ultimate of physical evolution in the human being, but mental evolution is going on. We have to evolve this mind to that ultimate, where we can realize that true nature. That is the journey of meditation and awakening and realization. Now, the natural state. What is the natural state? Natural state means that you are in meditation. Now, that state of meditation is irreversible. You cannot reverse it. Well, we know in chemistry, reversible changes, irreversible changes. So it means you live, think, work in the state of meditation. Means you have realized the potential of the supercomputer in you. Final stage. That is known as the natural state. Second stage. Where is the second state? You get absorbed into meditation. You realize, yes, it is there, and still it is not irreversible. Third stage. From the third stage, we have been working in the third stage. You get absorbed into meditation. You have variety of experiences. And the studying the principle continues. Fourth stage is that you get, okay, what is meditation? Okay, you have to see the God, you have to see some images, you feel relaxed and you feel calm. That is a little lower stage, the fourth stage. And the fifth stage, you fall prey to imagination, hallucination, 5-minute instant meditation, 10-minute instant meditation. Okay, this meditation is good, that teacher is good, that teacher is bad. The fifth stage. You do not know the principles, and still you claim you know it. So that is explained by one of the great masters in a verse. I will talk about the sutras also. Sutras, Bhagavad Gita, and other texts, so that it becomes a very higher journey. So it says, Uttama Sahajavrati. The highest is the natural state, where you need not to practice meditation because you are already in meditation. Second stage is you have to practice meditation. You know you get absorbed into it, but still the process is not irreversible. Third stage, you are studying the principles. You are absorbing yourself. You are committed. You are sincere. And the fourth and the fifth that we have already, I have. Now, third point. What is the biggest hindrance to meditation? Biggest hindrance, the greatest obstacle and hindrance. One thing is sure, that I want permanent peace and happiness, love and wisdom. That is 100% sure for every human being. What is the greatest obstacle? Our daily life experiences. This mind and the sense organs is running after the pleasure. One. And the second greatest obstacle is, pay attention, second greatest obstacle is that permanent peace, happiness, love and wisdom is contradicted by my daily life experiences. What does it mean? First, pleasure comes, then pain comes, then fear comes, then the doubt comes. Do I believe any human being, even including near and dear ones, 100%? Tell me. Answer is no. I'm just throwing a thought. I don't believe in it. Why? Because the mind contradicts this permanent peace and happiness. This is the greatest obstacle. Are you getting it? Who has to do the meditation for an hour? Let me take a cup of coffee. Let me take marijuana. Let me. Sam is good. Let me, who spends, who has to listen to this beard guy and going into the permanent happiness? I'm in ecstasy, ecstasy pills. Do you see that contradiction? The mind lives in that contradiction. Forget about you talk about the permanent peace and happiness. That contradiction is the biggest problem, and we have to resolve this problem in the mind. It is the mind that is causing the doubt. Are you getting it? So where lies the problem? Problem lies in your mind. Who can solve the problem? Intellect. How it solves the problem in the intellect? We should know the principles by which we can change the mind. Are you getting it? Now, the moment you go for instant solution, my friends, including the Sam, the moment you go for instant solution, what happens? It leads to, oh, I'm in ecstasy. How long? Yes, maybe 20 hours. What I did for 20 hours did nothing. That's why I was in ecstasy. Because I took the drugs. But here it is just the opposite. You live in meditation, you become more creative. Whatever you are doing, you raise the level of your skill set. One example. This is another point. Now we have to answer another question. If there is a contradiction in the mind, what is that contradiction? You talk of permanent peace and happiness. There is nothing like permanent peace and happiness. So the mind instantly contradictions. Why this contradiction is there? Our master gives a real answer, perfect answer, that this entire nature is seeking harmony. Problem means that problem, it is the problem of harmony. Who can solve it? Supercomputer present in us. Now I can refer it. Supercomputer present in us. That is why we should undertake this journey. No, but how can you, I don't want to prove, I don't want to use the word prove, but I want to use the word, how can you see that it is happening in the nature? Pay attention. One of the biggest principles. Science and Eastern wisdom both agree that life was involved or hidden in the matter, and life evolved out of matter. Clear? Mind was involved in the life, and the mind evolved out of life. Did human being did anything for the evolution from matter to life to the mind? Did human being did anything? No, they didn't do anything. It is happening in the nature. Are you clear? Right? And if life evolved out of matter, if the mind is evolved out of life, then there is a super mind, that is the real self, is waiting to be evolved out of the mind. That is the journey of meditation. Are you getting it? No. Matter. What is matter? It exists. It is existence. Matter plus life? Plants. Matter plus life plus consciousness? Animals. Matter plus life plus consciousness plus self-consciousness. Human being. What is left? Matter plus life plus consciousness means animal consciousness plus self-consciousness plus, can you imagine? Ananda, the permanent bliss and happiness, is equal to God. Or you can say real self. Where the real self is hidden, it is hidden behind me, in the heart of every human being. The life was present in the matter. How can not the real self be present within me? If the mind is present in the life, how come the real self cannot be present in me? Give me any argument. That is the beauty, the way the masters have been explained. Are you getting it? Returning to the first point again, and then we will start our practice. What is that? The human frame is the ultimate in physical evolution. We have 5 sense organs. Think of it and tell me, can you add the 6th sense organ? The moment, if you can add, we have another evolution at the physical level. Not possible. Second point is more interesting. Supercomputer, entire cosmos, intelligence, wise, not affected, lives naturally. That is present in all of us. So many masters say it is present deep inside your heart. Heart is the seat of consciousness. We are not talking the physical heart. When we use the term, the word heart, it is the seat of real self. That is the journey. Think of it. The moment your mind lives into that anxiety, duality, and conflict, remember, we are the ultimate in the physical evolution as a human being. And potentially, we have the real self in ourselves, need to be awakened. Not a single human being is left out of that ability of a supercomputer inside us. That is Satchidanand. You can say that is real self. And only the real self can reveal itself in a human frame. How can you expect a bullock cart can fly to the moon? I'm comparing. Do you understand that point? And who did it? Any scientist? Last point, and then we will start with the practice of meditation. A scientist created a human baby in his lab, and he went to the God. It's a way to understand. And he told God, you see that I have created a human being. So God was saying that, very good. Let me know from where you got the raw material. Raw material? From the Earth planet, from the universe. So don't you ever know that I created the universe? First create the raw material and then create the human being. Go back. The message is clear. We should clear our mind and intellect to start the journey. So close your eyes. We will start with our journey of meditation. Close